Two humorous nurses would like to acknowledge the true custodians of the land in which we record our podcast, the Yorta Yorta people.
We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend our respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders listening today. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Two humorous nurses with Kelly and Alisha.
Debrief time with Kelly and Alisha.
Debrief.
I'm so crook. Like, that was
I
not
know.
good. I'm like,
We're both crook.
that was an interesting sound that came out.
I know. I've been sick for a few days. I actually had to take a sick leave day.
What?
I know.
You probably have 1,000 hours of sick leave up your sleeve.
Yeah.
You're a liability.
Yeah, probably. But I was like, I can't go to work today.
Good on you.
I know. But then my phone just kept pinging with work emails. And I was like, ignore.
That's a you
ignore.
problem, mate. You should have just, like, silenced that shit.
I know. I really need to turn off the notifications. But
Like I do. And then I don't get notified about anything. And I don't respond to anything. I've probably got way too much sick leave being taken. You know, now I think about having a sick day because I'm supposed to work tomorrow and my throat is so tickly. Like, I don't have COVID, but it's like I'm supposed to be orientating students tomorrow and I can just see myself like talking for 5 minutes and then coughing for 5 minutes.
I know. I sat through the dance concert. I don't have COVID either. I did like 5 tests last week. And I sat through the dance concert yesterday and I kept coughing and I was like, don't cough. Don't cough. Like, people around you are going to think you're like contagious. And then, yeah, you try and hold the cough in, you end up like,
And it gets worse. Do you know, so you'll love this. So the last 2 nights, so the other night, Mick and I went to bed and then it's like this, right? It's like silence trying to go to sleep and then this from Mick.
Yeah.
The whole bed shakes every time he coughs. And then like silence again. I'm like, how long is this going to go for?
oh, yeah, go get a drink.
I'm like, seriously. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I think I'm going to have to get up. I'm like, good. Go and sleep somewhere else. And then the same thing last night. I'm like, good. I'm like, if this is going to continue, you can sleep somewhere else. Like, it's like a dripping tap, you know?
I know.
You can hear something, you're just waiting for it to come.
I woke this morning, cough, 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 cough. And then I was like, I'm going to pee my pants if I don't get up and do something. So I went to the toilet and then I sucked down some Ventolin. And then I went back to bed and then I was cough, 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 cough. And I was like, fuck, it's so irritating, like in the back of your throat. And you're like, I need something to like stop that.
You need to like choke and gag, you know, get to that point where you cough so hard that you choke and
yeah,
gag.
like scratches the back of your throat for you.
And then it's okay.
Yeah. It's like when you have like an itchy bum and you fart, a really sharp fart. It scratches your bum for you.
Put your bum hole.
Oh my God.
I've started like, Michael will get Ollie up in the morning because I just leave her in the cot and she's there going, Mom, Mama. Anyway, Mick brings her into the bedroom and she's in the bedroom for like 2 minutes and then she'll pull the rugs back and be like, out.
Get up.
Like, get out, let's go. Oh, and she started, let's go. That's hilarious. Everywhere we go, let's go. The pram will stop. Let's go.
Oh, that's so funny.
So funny. It's good fun though.
Yeah, it's a good age.
Yeah, we finally clocked out. Like, we got out of the like horrific time we were having with her, and her behavior was just so bizarre. Like, I couldn't figure out why she was so unhappy and so cranky.
Yeah.
And then she got sick with gastro, and then she was miserable again, and just like, and then her behavior, she was like not the kid like that I know. Like
and put her back.
And then she was like crying, and she was laying on the bed, and I sort of leaned over it, and I was like, oh fuck. 2 of her 2-year-old molars are like half hanging out.
I bet her molars were coming through.
I'm like, oh, that explains a lot.
Yes, that explains everything. Probably even explain that gastro.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, they had lots of kids at the daycare.
Oh, gastro's going around everywhere though.
But she's all right now anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck. Good times.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm a bad parent. But she didn't get the classic like red cheeks and all that. Like, she just was foul.
Miserable, not
foul.
sleeping, an arsehole.
We're going to toilet train next week, so there's a big step.
Yeah, but she's already into that anyway.
Oh, yeah, and all of her toys are toilet trained now. They all go to the toilet. Ollie puts them all on the toilet and wipes all their bum and puts their nappies on. Like, it's hilarious.
Oh, she's so advanced.
It's pretty funny. Like, well, she's been telling me about that she's pooing since she was like 15 months.
I know. Amelia was 3 and then we were at daycare and they're like, can she toilet with the other kids? Like when we toilet them? I was like, do whatever you need to do, mate. I don't care.
You tell me what I should be doing.
I just sent her with extra clothes for like the wet pants.
Yeah.
And then she'd done so good. Or even though I insisted on putting a nappy on it every time to take her home, like in the car. She's not peeing on my bloody car seat.
Yeah.
And then she spent a weekend at Joe's, or at her grandma's, while Cam and I went away, and she was like, I'm just going to keep doing what they were doing. We came back and she's like, I don't wear nappy anymore. And she's like, and I was like, put her in a nappy to go to bed. And she's like, no, I don't wear a nappy anymore. And she literally never wore a nappy again.
Oh my God, that
never
is
wet
crazy.
the bed. She actually she had dry nappies probably for about 6 months at night before, like when they took her morning nappy off.
Yeah.
Initially it would be dry and then she would obviously just pee.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had no participation. I don't know how to toilet train a kid.
Well, this is the thing. I went to daycare the other day and they asked me, they're like, is she going to the toilet? And I'm like, oh, not really. Like, we have a potty out in the lounge room that all her toys use.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really want to sit on it, but she's happy to get them all to go to the toilet.
Yeah, so she understands the concept.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, she was really interested in the other kids going to the toilet today. And I was like, oh, it's something I've been thinking about just because she is, you know, like this morning she woke up going, Mama, poo, and she literally had a nappy full of shit. So I'm like, I feel like she's probably ready, but I feel like I need to get prepared, like, because I'm like a preparer.
Yeah.
And I need to go and learn everything I can learn about toilet training.
Just don't be just no pressure.
Well, that's it. I'm
If it
just
doesn't
like
work, just put a
positive
nappy back on
reinforcement.
it.
Well,
Who cares?
yeah. So I'm like,
Doesn't matter.
it's hard because I like have asked around about different things, and most people are like, once they show the sign, like you've got to go hard and fast, like and just give. And so there's like a 3-day method or something that you literally like fill them with fluid, like get them to drink constantly, like get them to drink anything and everything that they'll drink, and like every half an hour, or like watching them super closely for like a change in their behavior that indicates that they're going to pee, and like every single one, like, you know, flat out, and give them as many opportunities as you can for them to get it right.
Yeah,
it's a lot, and I'm like, it's a big commitment. Like, and I'm like, I have to be consistent and I've got to be patient.
And if I just wait a bit longer, maybe she'll do it herself. She's smart enough.
But I feel like she's already at that stage. She just hasn't got the capability of like pulling her pants down. Like, because she'll tell me, and like yesterday, she was like, wee, and then she looked down and started weeing. And I'm like, so she knows, like,
she's ready.
And I was like, yeah, we're outside and she had no nappy on. And I'm like, and then she stands there with her hands.
Yeah, I know.
They I'm like, oh yeah, good.
Get her a little toilet seat and just after
so
every
bought
meal and all that.
That goes
so
on
cute.
the toilet. It's so cute. And she
Amelia
loves it.
used to hate it. So Amelia had severe constipation her entire life, like literally from I don't know, 2 months old.
Yeah.
And we used aperients like her whole life, right? And she had anal fissures caused by constipation. She would plank to stop herself pooing.
Oy.
I used to have to give her suppositories. I would have to capture her like mid-strain to not poo and push her legs back so she had no choice but for poo to come out. Like, it was horrific, right?
Yeah.
And then
I can see why like toilet training would have been in a too hard basket.
So she would pee no problem on a toilet, but if she had to poo, I had to hold her down on the toilet. So the first time she just screamed and screamed and screamed, and she just kept saying, stop it, stop it, stop it. And I was like, just let the poo out. Just let the poo out.
Do you know there's a toilet song? You know the Wiggles have a toilet song?
Do they?
And now it's all I can hear in my head. Are you sitting on the toilet? You can do a wee or a poo. It's so good.
Wow.
And then I found a little book that the Wiggles singing the toilet song.
Cool.
I'm like, great. Just everything's about the toilet now. Like, I'm like, just everything's related to the toilet. I'm like putting up YouTube videos of like kids going to the toilet. So
Isn't there a Bluey episode or something on toilets?
I think it's Peppa Pig. I don't know, one of them. There's heaps of them, like Coco Melon and all this stuff on YouTube, and
that's so
that just goes over and over. And I'm like, I don't like go, oh look, like your toilet, like, but you can see her going, there's a kid on the toilet on the TV. And I got a toilet there, and Mum goes to toilet. Like, you can just see her putting it all together. So I'm like, she's kind of got the concept. So then I'm home with her Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. She goes to daycare on Friday, and then I'm home with her Saturday, Sunday. So
Yeah.
I'm like, she's
Smash
got
it
5
out.
days or 6 days to just put it all together.
All right, perfect. You update us on the toilet situation.
I'm sure everyone wants to hear about that.
Apologies to anyone who just sat through 6 minutes of toilet chat.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Fun times. Actually, don't know how long it was.
Listen, you've all been on the ride with us.
That's
this
so
long,
true.
Okay,
It's like
I know
it's
you
like
care.
a nursing podcast, but it's like a side hustle of like a really bad parenting podcast as well. Like,
the debrief episodes is like reality TV, catch up and parenting. And parenting no-nos probably.
so reality TV.
Did you finish Love is Blind?
Yes.
And were you satisfied?
No.
Why?
Because, well, we know, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Love is Blind,
The new season.
2, whatever it is.
I think it's 3 now.
3, then it's your own fault.
Yeah.
So SK and
Raven.
Well, we now know that they're no longer together.
Oh, did you look them up on Insta?
Well, Jess sent me a link to say they're not together and there's like legal proceedings happening.
What?
And he apparently cheated on her so much. But
she'll be trying to take money from him, I bet ya.
His family, he's from a polygamous family.
Yeah.
So I guess but also don't cheat. Polygamy is not about cheating, right? Have I told you my theory on polygamy? How I'd want to be the third wife?
Why?
So I'm
no, you have never told me this.
Right. So I'm very fascinated by polygamy as a construct, right?
Sure.
Because I don't believe humans are designed to be monogamous.
I know that theory of yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would want to be the third wife. Right. Here's my theory. Bear with me, people. Wife 1, you get your partner to yourself for whatever period of time, right? It's just you and him. And at some point he's come to you and said, I want more wives. Now, you might know that he might want more wives. You might have started the relationship knowing he wants more wives, but that reality hasn't hit you. It's just you and him in a loving relationship. You might have already had some kids.
How much you've thought about this.
Yeah.
I can see.
So wife 1, at some point you're going to have to start sharing, right? That's a big thing, right?
Big
wife
change.
2 goes in to the relationship
as the
second wife.
Yep.
Younger, better. First wife is not that happy that you're there, or she is happy and you're like,
she's happy to take the pressure off and then she doesn't have to fuck her husband.
Right? But the husband also has never navigated multiple wives. So he's learning too. So second wife is like the potty of the relationship. Like it's a learning tool. And second wife, probably not that great, right?
Okay.
First wife, jealous. Second wife, she's hot shit.
Yeah.
No, but it's not a great position to be in, right?
Yeah.
Third wife, bang. First wife, over it. Happy to be sharing with a third wife.
She's probably going to bully the fuck out of you.
Second wife is like grateful for someone new to come in to have a conversation with, because first wife is like haggard and tired of raising everybody else's kids.
Children.
Probably having to go and get a job now because her kids are growing up, and how do you support a polygamy family?
Correct.
Husband is like a bit definitely bored of first wife, a bit bored of second wife, and is thinking time to like spread some more seed.
Except he's old now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's okay.
Less stamina in the bedroom.
So third wife comes in fresh, bubbly. By this point, the relationships are like already formed. They know how to deal with the extra wife.
Except you've got to come in and look after 10 kids that aren't yours.
No, because you have your own, and then everyone. But those kids are older. They're used to it.
Yeah, they're all assholes by now.
But third wife doesn't live in the same house, mate. Third wife gets her own house.
What?
You have your own house.
Where?
You have to. We have to have your own house because third wife can't fit. And by third wife, you
they
only
all have 8 bedrooms in these houses.
not in my world. Third wife gets their own house. I actually think every wife should have their own house.
That's a 4-income home.
Yeah, but I just think, you want to be third wife or more. And I think if you push on the more, it's really tough, because when do you get your time with the husband?
Who
Third
cares?
wife
You
gets
obviously
every
don't love
third
him that
night.
much if you're willing to share him. Actually, you know what?
That's not. But that's a monogamous point of view.
You're right,
to think you
'cause I
can't
am a
share
monogamous.
love.
I agree.
Yeah.
But also, I think the whole idea of it, and I was talking to one of my managers about this because she's gay, like she's married to a woman, and I'm like, the things that just shit you about men, like you wouldn't have in a
absolutely
female
would.
relationship. No, but some of them. I'm saying some of the things, like I'm like, if Michael walks past something 6 times, I will walk past it once and pick it up.
No. I walked past it 6 times. I just picked up something because I've been walking past for a week. I only picked it up because I was on the way to the bin because Cam's not home to put the rubbish out.
Well, you've just destroyed my theory. I'm like, surely if you're married to a woman.
No, I reckon every relationship has it. Doesn't matter if you're.
I know. That was probably
if you're not
homophobic of me, although I did say it.
Well, I feel like
A gay person, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I feel like you play roles in every relationship.
Probably.
Doesn't matter what.
What are you trying to say? There's a husband and a wife in gay marriage. Anyway,
No, but there's
joking.
like 2 people, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
You know, everyone has a role to play.
I do think that polygamy is interesting.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, if Michael came to me tomorrow and said, I'd like another wife, and I said, well, you can have one because I'll be gone.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know if I've always said that I'd be open to an open relationship.
That's interesting. Does Cameron know that?
Okay, yeah. Like we've had conversations about, I mean, I'm like, I'm so anti-cheating that I have like this, cheating doesn't even need to be sex. Like it can be, it's just an emotional connection. And if you, like I would prefer him to come to me and say, I met someone who I just want to bang the fuck out of, you know, that's it. I'll be like, I mean.
Have you got a chance with them?
Yeah, firstly. I mean, I don't think Kelly Clarkson's free. So
Kelly Clarkson.
That's his like, what do you call him? You know.
Yeah, his whole pass or whatever.
Yeah.
Michael's is the chick from the Ghost show. What's her name? The skinny brunette one.
Ghost show?
You know the show where that chick talks to ghosts? Fuck, I can't remember her name now.
No. Buffy?
Not Natalie Imbruglia, but she looks like her.
Oh,
what's her name? She's got 3 names.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
The Ghost show.
The Ghost show.
What the fuck is that called?
Yeah, the Ghost Whisperer. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, back off. I can't. Why do we get onto polygamy in the first part?
Because of Love is Blind. Okay.
Oh yeah, right. So anyway, SK and Raven, they're over. They're done kaput. As if they were ever going to go together.
I could not even believe that they were dating. Like after the comment, can you believe the comment she made? That was like, even if you're not living in my city, I would expect my husband to be paying half my rent.
Absolutely. That's disgusting.
Like, what fucking planet are you living on?
Also, Matt and
Colleen.
Is Colleen okay? Can someone check in on Colleen? Firstly, they should never have said yes to each other. That was ridiculous. Secondly, after the altar, did you not see their body language on the couch? So Alexis and Brennan, they were like taking up their whole couch. They were like, every time one of them smoked, they were like, high five, baby. Like, like backing each other up. Matt was over Colleen. Colleen was like in the corner of the couch. Like Jess and I had a whole conversation about this. Like she was there. He was like over her the whole time. And she just looked terrified to say anything.
Really?
Like that girl needs help. Like someone needs to make sure she's okay, check in with her, and that
he's not,
that she's
like,
not
abusing
in
her.
like a trapped relationship.
Because he gets like goes to outrage pretty quickly.
Oh my God. He was like, you're out at 2 a.m. and then packed his bags to like leave. Twice he packed his bags to leave. Yeah. I'm like,
I think he's so damaged that he's now like super angry at women.
Yeah.
And
and she's just so wanting to be loved.
Yes.
That she couldn't. I mean, she, literally until standing at the altar, I reckon she wanted to say no.
Yeah.
And she said yes because the cameras were fucking there. Like, I don't know. I just feel, it makes me feel icky. And the rest made me feel icky too. The rest of them were just Cole and
Zainab.
They were just toxic.
So
toxic. She was so insecure.
Yes.
That it just made his toxicity look patronizing.
Yeah.
But she was so toxic that made him look like a victim.
He definitely,
And
it was
I'm like,
awful.
they were just horrible.
It was awful. It was
Horrible.
uncomfortable to watch. Like even and her making like mountains out of molehills.
Yes.
And him genuinely being like mortified that she's upset about something so small. And like, I think the whole thing about the cuties, like the tangerines or whatever they were, clementines or whatever they were.
Or something,
yeah. Like, I mean, that was confusing, but
That
I
was
think it was
confusing.
probably innocent enough. But then I
Yeah.
can see it from her perspective is like, if these are constant and if this is happening all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can see both sides of that, but I think she totally like blew it out of proportion in the reunion.
Yeah.
And like saying
And just
that he
even
just
how
like
she said
publicly
no
fat
at
shamed her and
the
stuff.
yeah, like you know,
Yeah.
no at the altar. Like
Yeah.
she
did that for the cameras.
Oh,
like,
100%.
yeah.
100%. And she obviously had a bit of support because, like, you know, her family clapped and then just, like, followed her out.
And she would have been
I'm
telling
like,
them the whole time that this is not going to work. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just, it's sort of toxic. And I love Alexis and Brennan.
I love
and I
them.
really hope that they are genuine.
I think
Like,
they are.
he seems super genuine.
She got him to sign a prenup.
Did she?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I would want you to sign a prenup," and he's like, "Get whatever, I'll sign it."
Yeah, me too. Like, nothing of nothing is nothing.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Well, no, I actually
can I have my debt?
I think she must have money, like her own.
Their
money.
family look
And her-
like
yeah,
they,
her family,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, like, how's Nancy? Like, fucking mogul. Like,
I know.
That
And
was
he
so-
was like, he had no respect for the powerful
No.
woman that she was. Like,
No.
he obviously was so intimidated by
yes,
her.
and
because
he did not deserve her at all.
No, he's like, you're in business with your ex. Who cares?
1 out of 15 houses she owns. Who gives a fuck? Like, she's making an income. Like,
independent woman doing her thing.
Damn straight.
And you're like a 23-year-old loser
Yeah.
who thinks you're better than her.
yeah, I know. Pretty
Please.
bad.
And the way he spoke to
yeah,
her.
and the way he
sat
spoke
in the
about
bed
her,
and was
yeah.
like telling her how fucking hot Raven was. I was like, red flag,
Kept
flag,
calling her
red
a smoke
flag.
show in front of his like soon-to-be wife. How could you do
And
that?
she just sat there looking
Knowing
so
that they
drunk,
look
looking
so
at him
different,
like,
yeah.
oh. And she's like, I'm never going to be what you want me to be.
No,
And nor should she. She was fucking hot as anyway.
exactly. She's amazing. I think good on you, Nancy. I mean, I'm sad for her that she said yes and that he said no, but
Yeah, but again, she was desperate to be loved as well.
She
And I
was.
think she thought she might be able to change him. But you can never change a man. Listen when they speak to you.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, trust them when they do something that it's what they're going to keep doing.
and that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of women, and Love Island has been a pure example of that at the moment.
God.
Just taking the guys for their word and not for their actions. Like,
Yes.
like the way that Layla and handled the Callum situation. Like, I feel sorry for her. She's 20.
Yeah.
She definitely needs to do some work on confidence and asserting
Yeah.
herself. But like the way that she handled that situation with Callum, like basically he made out with 2 girls and then she was like, oh, well, it was a game. Like, we're okay. And I would have done that if I was in the same situation. I don't think you would have. I think like, and the thing is they take these guys at their word and
Yep.
they believe. And it's so hard because I remember being young and remember like guys would whisper sweet nothings and tell you all of these amazing things and things that they thought about
Yeah.
you and you believe that they're genuine.
And it is a competition too.
Oh,
Like, you need to be in a couple to stay.
Absolutely.
And I get like, who's the little one that's with,
Jess and Al.
nah, they're terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not even. Let's not
I love
even.
Jess. I fully rate her level of confidence. Like she
Oh, fuck yeah.
She walks
She's
in and she's like, I have been every bomb's number 1 choice. And she would stand there and be like, no one else has. So I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, if another
And
bomb
she's there
walks
to
in,
play
they're
the
going to
game.
want me.
Like, she's not going to be heartbroken
Oh,
when
she's amazing.
when they leave and Al's like off with some other loser. Like,
I love her.
She's not going to be. She's not going to care.
Are you talking about
right?
Claudia and Austin?
No, I love them though.
Yeah, I love them too, except
And I
she's
have
kind of
heard-
insecure.
No, but I have heard that they're still together.
Has Love Island even finished?
No, but So Dramatic podcast have reported that someone had shared a photo and they had like their hands in the background, their tattoos and stuff. So it was, yeah.
Love Island's not finished, as in like, isn't
No,
it
it's
a live?
finished.
Oh,
No,
is it?
it's not live.
But
God,
isn't
no.
it live when you vote on who wins? Are they still there then?
Do
pretty
you
sure
vote
they
on
are.
who wins?
I think so. Yeah. Anyway, we'll catch
or
up
is
on
it
Love
the
Island.
super fans?
I don't
Oh,
know.
anyway, apparently, I don't know. I don't think they're still over there.
I thought I couldn't
'Cause
remember.
Al's
Josh
been
and Anna
out.
one, I remember it was
Al's
like,
been out, seen partying with people that's not Jess either too. Spoiler alert.
someone told me that he leaves heaps early, but he hasn't. He's still there. But
Yeah, I
he's
told
boring.
you that because that's what I heard
Yeah,
too.
but he's boring. Like him and Jess haven't even.
But I
been
found out that I don't think it's Al. It's because they're bringing in Mitch and Tina, the winners of last season.
Right.
And they're bringing in Claudia's ex.
What? As bombs?
Yes.
No.
So Mitch.
Don't tell me anything because I'm actually I'm
haven't
like a
watched
couple of
either.
days behind.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah.
on tonight anyway, but I
Yeah.
think tonight Mitch and Tina are coming in.
No.
Who won last
They're not
season, but
even
they're
they're not
exes.
together.
No, of course.
Oh, God.
And Claudia's ex. Oh, my God.
That
Love
is a terrible-
Island is
that's
the
toxic.
worst.
It's toxic.
Love it, though.
Shocking. Do you know what I was thinking about the other day? Bachelor in Paradise. How we used to watch that
Yes.
religiously. That was like the better version of Love Island because you like
Already knew
you already
them.
knew them and
Yeah.
you knew like a bit about them. Yeah.
Bachelor in Paradise.
And I remember, do you know what it prompted me? Because this guy that came in, the bomb Ben that saved Stella, that came in and then left the next day.
Yeah.
He reminded me of creepy Jamie from,
Yes.
from The Bachelor. Anyway,
Creepy Jamie.
how he's like, think of me as a ghost guiding you on your way. I was like, cringe.
Oh,
Probably a good thing he went home. Although he made for good TV, I actually couldn't wait to hear what was coming out of his mouth next.
Yeah, that's very true.
Anyway,
That was fun.
what do you mean? It's
good.
not over yet. I got so
good.
much more to talk about.
No, I meant for the TV shows.
Oh, the TV
yeah, they're
catch
fun.
up. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we covered everything from Love is Blind, pretty much all the stuff that was interesting.
Yeah.
And did we miss a couple? I feel like we did.
Yeah. No,
I think we covered
didn't.
it.
SafeStyle makes stylish and practical safety glasses that take you from the worksite to the weekend. Upgrade your PPE today with their stylish and functional range of safety glasses.
Whether you're on shift, on call, first to the scene or in study mode, SafeStyle have you covered. Available in clear UV 400, blue light blocking, transition, polarized and prescription lenses.
We love these safety glasses for their durability and comfort and are excited to share our discount code with you all.
Use our code HUMOROUS10 at checkout for 10% off your order.
That's Humorous, HUMERUS10 at checkout for 10% off.
Anyway, what's happening in life? What else did I have? What about at work?
Nah,
What do you mean, nah?
got nothing. Work's just cruising.
Yeah, I'm kind of the
I'm
same.
like heading into end of year,
Yeah.
ready to start 2023 with, I don't know.
I'm pretty excited to start the new year in a new department. Like, I'll be working more in education and not so much in acute.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Which is
I'm
pretty
looking
cool.
forward to 2023. I feel like
yeah, it's going to be good.
2022, I didn't know what was going to fucking come. I survived it just like skin of my
A
teeth.
few more grey hairs, but
A lot more grey hairs. Holy moly. And then I feel like the podcast has done so well this year and we've like smashed a few goals. And then I feel like next year there's just I feel like work is going to be calm. I hope. And then the podcast can just do its thing.
do you know what I said to Mick the other day? I was like, I feel like I live a double life sometimes. Like sometimes I
Yes.
forget that I'm a podcaster.
Yes.
Like I do my thing and I do my day to day and I do my like go to mum's group, go to the library to rhyme
Yeah.
time. And then I think, oh, actually I have a really successful
International
podcast.
and sensation.
I said to Mick, I feel like I'm Hannah Montana. Like the Hannah Montana of podcasting.
I think it's so funny because you're like, you know, we work as nurses and like I rarely talk about the podcast, right?
Same.
Like I like it's
Occasionally I'll tell my colleague Sharon if I got something for free.
Oh.
But I don't want to rub it in
yeah,
either.
I know.
Like,
And then or I'll be like, oh, like we just we just interviewed this person for the podcast, or you know,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, we did the funniest thing for the podcast. But I'm like, I don't think I've told anybody that we've like booked the live.
no, I didn't tell anyone.
I'm like, we have been this week alone have been sent, you know, quite a few products. And I think
Which to me I think is like, I love it. I think
I
it's
love
so
that
funny.
too. But we still hustling to like get some of that stuff. We're
Yeah,
like,
of
hello,
course.
you want to send us
it's
free
definitely,
shit?
we're not getting like, people aren't ringing us being like,
What's your PO box?
yeah, no. We need a do we need a PO?
I'm not paying for a PO box.
They just come to Kelly's house. No, it's
I find that the podcast is something that like gets me so excited, but I don't talk about it in my day-to-day life. I'm not like, someone asked me about it the other day and they were like, oh, how many like listens is that? And I was like, oh, like nearly 115,000. And they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is that good? Like,
And like I use my like Two Humorous Nurses pen at work sometimes.
yeah.
And people will be like, what's Two Humorous Nurses? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forget people don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's really.
And I see all these nursing students at work now all the time, and like I'm supporting them all the time. And I'm like, you guys are my target market.
Yeah.
But I don't actually I don't ever plug it because I feel like it's like, no, I'll let them come to us in their own time. Eventually they might find us. Like, I think sometimes like the other girls will be like, oh yeah, and Alisha has a podcast. So then they might be interested. But,
Yeah.
like, and I could say like, but I never fully plug it and be like, okay, everyone get out your phones.
Yeah.
Go to Spotify.
Yeah. Here's a QR link.
Everyone scan this QR code in orientation. All right. And hit subscribe. Thank you very much.
And it's so funny because I think like I gave a presentation at a annual forum and I was like, I wonder if people put my name to like, I wonder if the people that watched know that I have a podcast. Anyway, it's quite funny. But next year's live is like happening.
I can't believe how quickly it's all come together. I mean, we probably have just you to thank for that. I haven't really done much. But
Nah, I think I was looking in all the wrong places. This is what happened. I
Yes.
was looking in venues and they were like so expensive and I was like, oh, this is not going to work. And then one day I was just lying there and I was like, boom, I have the best idea.
yeah. And I think it's going to be so perfect for what we need. Like,
Yeah, and if we need bigger, like we'll go
another
bigger
year.
next
Yeah,
year.
absolutely.
But
I think
not next year, the year after.
and doing it in like a conference room allows it to be like, obviously it's daytime, like it's an afternoon thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be super intimate. We're going to be able to meet and greet with everybody.
Super fans. That's what we're
Super
calling everybody that has tickets so
Super
far.
fans.
Super fans.
So we're going to meet with our super fans. Actually, it's crazy to see that there's been a few like interstate tickets bought. That is insane to me.
And I love that everyone just jumped on and it's like 4 months away, but they're all still.
5 months away.
No, it's 4 months and something, however many days.
Oh, whatever.
14 days or something.
All right.
And people are like, no worries, we'll buy tickets now anyway.
That's it. I think people like fully jumped at it knowing that there weren't many tickets.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Jumped at it going, oh my
Yeah.
God, we don't want to miss out. And now we've
Yeah.
been sitting at like 5 tickets left for ages. By the time this comes out, I'm hoping they're already sold. But yeah, it's just so funny. I wonder if Instagram's algorithm shitting itself had something to do with
it
that.
really
because
did shit
we sold
itself.
all these tickets like straight up and then suddenly...
Well,
the
even
purchases
just looking at
stopped.
our stories, like the number of people that saw the stories when we were like hard plugging it was down to a quarter of what would normally
Yeah,
see.
you're
And I
right.
was looking at like the story that we posted today has already had like 4 times the amount of views than what our other stories had
that's
had.
interesting.
So
We
anyway.
maybe launched it at the wrong time because
Yeah, I know, it was literally
everyone's
the wrong
Instagram
But
is
it
not
doesn't matter.
working.
There's 5 tickets left. Jump on our try booking. It's links in the bio. And yeah, we have a hard limit on our numbers. So
Yes.
I don't think there'll be any extra tickets. We've saved a few for our nearest and
Family,
dearest. But
yeah.
if they can't come, then we might open them up. But unlikely. So, and it'll be a super fun afternoon. There'll be plenty of time to talk to us.
There'll
take
be
some
plenty
photos.
of
Food, a glass of champagne, listen to our live podcast, which will have audience participation. There'll be a couple of prizes.
Yeah, I'm super
And then
pumped.
afterwards, we'll go to the pub down the road and everyone can join us and we'll have some booze and some food and just like a really
It's gonna be so much
informal
fun.
hangout.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited. And we got Nurse Blake coming up.
Nurse Blake next weekend.
Oh, I'm so excited. We're
3rd
going to
of
party.
December. So whoever is going to Nurse Blake, keep an eye out for our stories after the show because we will be somewhere. We don't know
Be
where
lit.
yet. We're not very familiar with like the Docklands.
I think
so
I have a rough. It's not in Docklands,
No.
South Bank.
South Bank. See, I don't even know where I'm talking about. As soon as I said Docklands, I was like, no, that's
That
the
ain't
other
right.
end of the city.
Yeah, I think we've got a few ideas. We'll see what looks good and what atmosphere is happening. We might
go
follow
out.
some of our listeners to wherever they're going.
Yeah, you tell us where you're
Yeah.
going. We'll just stand in the foyer at the Arts Centre and be like,
Where are you going?
hello, who wants to come with us? Where should we go?
We'll have a flag.
We'll have a balloon.
Follow the
I'll
balloon.
attach a balloon to Alicia's pants so I don't lose
Oh
her.
my God.
Anything else? Have you got any other news?
Oh, just my backyard's become the new
Oh my
habitat for every
God.
brown snake in the world. I feel unsafe in my backyard now. Today,
It's insane. Just burn your house down and move on.
I know. I'm literally like, okay, I'm never going outside ever again. I was literally hanging up the washing and my dogs like race across the backyard, chasing a brown snake across the backyard.
It's my biggest fear.
And then it like reared up and looked like it was going to kill them. And I'm like screaming like, I don't know, Lady Macbeth or something, like fucking my soul left my body.
Yeah.
And like luckily Mick came home at the same time. Anyway, it literally like, oh.
It looks so angry in the Snapchat that you sent, like normally just slithering along, but it was like throwing itself at your fence and like it was like wanting out, and obviously it was really scared and riled up. But
we're gonna get snake mesh now. It's so scary, and like that we have all holes under our fence, so they can easily just get in and out. Like
that's my biggest fear is we'll come home and our dogs would have because we've got like we're the same as you.
Imagine if I wasn't home, like Hugo would have been killed.
That's exactly right.
And imagine if I wasn't outside.
Yeah, because we've got
scary.
an empty block behind our place as well. Like we're the same.
Yeah, I'm literally empty on 3 sides.
Yeah. And you're like right near a waterland as well.
And right near, like
wetlands.
The council can't, the weeds like next to us on the block next to us are totally out of control.
Yeah.
There's like a massive blackberry bush that is just, you know, it's so out of control. The council sort of aren't really managing that.
Get Mick to mow it all down.
You can't even mow it. It's like, it would need to be like burnt. It's so thick. But now we're at the point where it's getting warmer. There's all this water around. Like snakes are living their best lives.
I've lived out here now for 7 years and I have never seen the amount of snakes on roads. And like we live in the country, so, you know, like it's normal to be held up by cows. But like I've seen snakes frequently so far this year, and it's not even warm here.
No.
Like it's not even summer. Like the pools aren't even open yet.
I know,
like
scared.
it's crazy. And like driving home from work the other day, it was like 4:00 in the afternoon, and there was a huge snake going across the road, and I didn't know. Like I don't want to run over it, right?
You don't, because they get up in your wheel thingy.
Yeah, but and it was so spread out across the road that I was like, I can't go over it, but I didn't want to kill it and run over it. Can't go. And I was like, and I couldn't really swerve because it was like right across
What'd you do?
the middle of the road. Oh, I just shut my eyes and kept driving. So I don't know if I killed it or not. But I did look in the rearview mirror to make sure it was still on
there.
the road.
Okay, good.
But I hoped I didn't hit it. Like I sort of went so I would go over the top of it because I don't want to kill them. Just because
run over their head.
Oh yeah, no, but I was about to say, how do you know which end's the head?
Well, do you know when
it's moving, I
this
guess.
is the second brown snake we've had in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
And the first one I rang the vet and I think this snake was already injured and sort of came into our backyard for a bit of, I don't know, respite or something. And because it was already like hacked. And I don't know whether my dogs did that, which I don't think they did. I think it was like hacked by something else. Like because the lawns had all been mowed around us, like on the blocks, like the day before. So it looked like it had been clipped by something, and like it was cooked. And I rang the vet, and I was like, "This snake is already half dead." I rang the vet for the dogs because I was like, "I don't know if my dogs have just attacked this thing or not."
Yeah.
And I rang, and they actually said like, "Make sure that you kill it because it's already half dead." Like I said, it was almost like it was like you could see its eyes were like half open and it was barely moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I don't want to.
I know. Can you come and do it?
And
People
there's no
die when you try and kill a snake.
on a Sunday that will answer their phone like, what do you do? Anyway,
Just hope that it goes away.
we just threw it over the fence. Like, it's already dead. It can just go over the like half dead. It can go over the fence.
I know. That's my biggest fear is I come home and our dogs have... Because I think Lucy's smart enough. Like, she's got Kelpie in her. She's smart enough to back off from something like that. But Diesel's dumb as shit.
Well,
He'd just go in there like the English Staffy and be like, "You want to be my friend?"
Well, it's funny
Hello,
you say that
boop.
because
dead.
I was yelling at the dogs. Dixie, who's my like good dog.
Yeah, she
smart. Straight up knew like, this thing's going to kill me. So she's right back.
Yeah.
Here's Hugo barking at it, lunging at it.
Let's be friends.
Dumb shit. This is a dog that walks into glass windows, like dumb as dog shit.
He
And
is
he's
dumb.
beautiful though. But anyway, they were pretty pumped after their second
I would have been pumped.
encounter.
Fuck that. Fuck snakes. Nope ropes.
I was so so anxious.
I
Like
couldn't
panic
watch your
attack
video. I was like,
anxious.
fuck off. I just tapped through the Snapchats. I'm like, I seen it. It's a snake. I'm tapping through. Like, I don't know. It's not even
it's
in my
just so
yard.
horrifying.
Never going to your house again.
And I'm like, I was like growling at Mick. I'm like, don't you go anywhere near that fucking thing. I'm like, do you know how many people die from trying to kill snakes? I'm like, you are not
so
going
funny.
anywhere near that thing. Like, so scary.
So end of year, it's almost December, and I'm not sure when we're going to wrap up for the year. We're trying
We just kind of keep going, don't we?
we're trying to arrange a couple of more episodes before, but finding the time to record them might be a bit tricky.
It has been really tricky because now I work Fridays, which is our podcasting day. So
it's all right. We'll make it work. But we've got a couple of busy weekends coming up with Christmas parties and stuff. So just
watch our stories on the 3rd
Bear
of
with
December.
us.
On the 2nd of December, it's our work Christmas party. It's going to be great.
yeah, well, I have to be on my best behaviour because I'm a manager now.
Oh,
No, but I can't drive.
we'll
I
have
can't
to
drink
remove
anyway
you
'cause I'm
from the
driving.
group Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like you did when one of our other girlfriends went upstairs to exec. You're like, oh, no, sorry, you're out.
Bye, you're out. Yeah. So yeah, I think once we've put out this episode, there might be more, there might not be. Otherwise, we'll be back in 2023. We have some big podcast episodes planned for 2023. Actually, we've got some interesting collabs.
Oh, we do.
Interesting
I'm
collaborations
so excited about
coming.
some of these.
Yeah, there's and we were trying to do it this year, but
The years just
all of a
disappeared.
sudden it became. I should have known when I put my Christmas tree up, it would all go downhill real fast. So yeah, so keep an eye out for 2023, and we'll obviously be in touch on the socials. And if you've got any suggestions for episodes next year or people that you would like us to talk to, send them through.
Yeah, we're all about thinking outside the box these days.
Yeah, and we are gonna have another big year, hopefully.
Super pumped. Next
super
year's going to be
pumped.
awesome.
Live show,
Victorian Nurses Luncheon. coming
Victorian
back
Nurses
again.
Luncheon. We'll absolutely be there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in March, and
We're just going to be pause for nursing functions next year, I think.
Yeah, we will be. And I think we might even try and do a couple of Melbourne-based like recording episodes where we can have like people come in and record with us, like do actual, like, so get some guests that are, so we're not doing remote stuff, like try and do a bit more in-person
absolutely.
activity. It just sucks that we live so far away, and then
We'll just make them all come to
we
us.
have lots of
We'll go to Bendigo and have a recording in Bendigo.
And,
Shout out to everyone in Bendigo.
yeah, we love Bendigo. I see Bendigo Health just followed us
Did they?
on Instagram.
Oh, hello, Bendigo Health.
Hello, Bendigo Health. And yeah, we're just super excited. Thanks everybody for 2022, because it's been
awesome.
huge year, and yeah, we've loved every minute of it. It's had its ups and downs.
Yeah, both probably had moments where we've been like, right, we're quitting the podcast.
Yeah. And then we get beautiful messages,
And then we just think about it for 5 seconds and we go, nah.
and we pull the microphones out. Now we own 5 microphones.
That's outrageous.
Sorry, we own 5.
And a road.
We're 5 microphones, so 7 microphones in total.
Yeah.
With our USB mics, a Rodecaster Pro, an amp. Like,
you bought a
honest
new
to
computer.
God, I bought a new computer. Honestly, we're so set up now that, like, we should. If you
Why
want to
isn't
start,
our audio
if you want
better?
to start a podcast, we will produce it for you.
in all the time
It'll
that
cost
we
you.
have.
Won't be able to afford us.
My sister-in-law says to me the other day, I want to make some food for mum because she's not well. And or she's like, I want to get some food made for her, rah, rah, rah. Can you recommend anyone? I did, and they were shut. So she's like, oh, do you reckon you could make a couple of lasagnas and I'll give you the money? And I'm like,
No.
do you not remember what it was like to have a toddler? Like, in all the fucking time I've got, podcasting, doing stuff with the theatre company, being a mum, working, like anything else, half running mixed business, like,
Yeah.
really?
I don't have time
When
to
have I
cook
got time
myself a
for that shit?
lasagna.
I said I haven't cooked dinner in. No, I have, but I might cook dinner once a week. Like,
Oh my God, I made the best dinner the other night. Cam's away judging at a car show for the
Is he?
entire weekend.
wow,
And so I've just had fleeting moments of boob grabs and hellos. And so Friday night I was like, fuck this. I'm going to have whatever I want for dinner, right? So Amelia got party pies with a side of apple. I'm not completely a terrible parent.
That's dessert.
And you know what
apple.
I had? I had garlic prawn risotto.
Oh, yum.
Oh my God. It was so good.
I say yum. I fucking hate prawns. I fucking hate seafood. So
I say that
I'm
too,
sure
but
that
I
was
love
good.
prawns.
Okay.
But I only like prawns when they're super overcooked.
Ew,
Yeah, I'm weird.
that is weird.
Yeah. Anyway,
For a cook, like
it's
you're
fucking delicious.
for a professional amateur cook,
Yeah.
that's shameful.
Yeah, it was so delicious. Now I'm gonna have that tonight. No, I'm not. We're having tacos tonight.
We're having roast.
Ooh.
Anyway, sorry, listeners.
Yeah, we digress. So hopefully we'll see you again in 2022. If not, we'll see you in 2023.
Crazy. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Bye.
Bye.